Hi, this is John, and welcome to this week's version of 10x Growth. This week, we're going to talk about something that I learned in a workshop a while back. It's about this term called batteries included. And the term comes from when you go buy toys for your child or for kids, and you bring the toy home and you unpackage it and open it up, and you're ready to use it, and you find out, hey, there's no batteries included. So now you got to go get the batteries to make it work. Well, this term is also used on people, it's used on teams and organizations. And when you go hiring people, you want to hire people with their own energy pack. You don't want to bring them on and find out that you have to provide the energy all the time because the person doesn't have batteries included. So that's where the term comes from, batteries included. And there's three characteristics, and those three are, those people come with their own ideas, they're motivated, and they're engaged. Engagement is really, really important because, there's all kinds of research out there on motivated people and unmotivated people. And most people that are not engaged are just not present. They're not really coming to the table and giving everything they have. And it's a big problem in most companies is finding engaged people. And when you work with a team that has batteries included, what it means is no one is depleting anybody else. Everybody's coming to the table. Everyone's giving everything they have for whatever the goal is for that division, for that company, or whatever it is, and there's no depleting going on. So I want to get into, there's 5 different areas in batteries included that I want to talk about. The first distinct area for a person that has batteries included is being alert, okay? Being alert is paying attention, okay? Coming to the table, listening, paying attention. And batteries included technicians, okay, guys that are in the house or service partners, are actually paying attention to the customer. They're listening to their needs, they're listening to their wants, they're paying attention to everything. And even team members, when I have meetings, I could tell the ones that are battery included because they're coming in and they're alert, they're paying attention, they're taking notes, they're there and they're connected. And number 2 is being curious. People are curious. They want to know more. Let's go back into the being inside somebody's house and doing work. The service partners that have batteries included are curious. Okay, they're curious on how long the customers own the house, how many times the problem has happened, and they're curious on the inconvenience it's causing them. And they get into their personal life. They're curious to know a little more about the customer, and they're engaged and they're alert. Sometimes, when you're dealing with people without batteries included, you're wondering when you're having a really good conversation about something and they're not asking questions. It's like you're not hearing anything about curiosity. They don't want to know more. And when there's something going on in a conversation with a team member or something, you're talking about something interesting, you want curious people. You want people to ask more, you want them to understand more, and they're curious why it works that way. How can we make it better? Curiosity is a very important distinction of batteries included. And number 3 is being responsive. Responsive means to me taking action, not being passive, taking action, making things happen. I have a quick story about a team member that recently took over a division in our company. We had a couple-day meeting. We talked about all the problems that were going on in that team, just some of the things that could be done. And, this guy is a guy with batteries included. So he came in and completely changed the entire team around. Got the guys that weren't engaged and got them out that weren't batteries included, brought in people that were, and he was very responsive. He turned that entire division around, and by the 2nd or 3rd month, they're hitting records that, in the years before, that division never did. And that's being responsive. That's taking action. That's doing things to make it happen. The 4th characteristic of batteries included is being resourceful. Resourceful means you're able to get the job done. You create the resources necessary to get the job done. And you're not depending on other people to bring those resources or solutions to you. You're thinking about what you could do. You're making phone calls and you're actually getting the resources needed. I have another quick story about a batteries included individual in our team. And this individual happened to sell the biggest residential job we have, a $500,000 residential job. And the job was really a big job and it required a lot of resources. It required going to the city, getting getting plans done and doing all this. And the guy just got on the phone, figured out who can do it, who can't, hired independent contractors or subcontractors that could come in. And we got the job done. And we got it done with a good margin, with a 50% gross margin. This guy had batteries included, and he was resourceful. He got all the resources necessary to get the job done. And he didn't only sell the job, he also figured out how to get the job done. And number 5 characteristic, okay, I believe of batteries included is being accountable. Okay, somebody that really takes it serious about accountability. Last Tuesday's meeting, we talked about something called no surprises. What no surprises means to me is that a batteries included person will not surprise you. What they'll do is they'll constantly communicate. They'll take a commitment seriously. When they create a goal, they'll take a commitment seriously, and they'll do everything they can to communicate to the team, to get the accountability, to get everything necessary to fulfill that commitment. And I think it's extremely important to have all 5 of those areas in team members. So when you come with your batteries included, it means that you're alert, you're curious, responsive, you're resourceful, and you're accountable. That people can actually count on you. When you come in and say, hey, I'm going to get this done, you get it done. And if you don't, you're communicating on what you're doing to make changes to get it done. And if we have a company full of batteries included people, right? Everybody is there and their batteries are included and they're giving everything they have. We're going to have unbelievable results. And another part of batteries included that I believe in is having somebody align to the purpose of the organization. And that's really important, because you could have all of that, but you could have somebody that really isn't aligned with the company's purpose and goal. And that can be a disconnect in getting results done, because that person, even though they're performing, they're thinking of other things and they're just not there committed to the entire team. I hope you like this version of our 10x Growth Talk about batteries included, and let's go out there and get some unbelievable results. And I thank everybody for doing what they do. Thank you and have a great day. Bye.